What's up, everybody? How we doing today? This is your boy Chase. This is my bro Super Can Beat, and this is Bros Talk Baseball. Today we are talking about a very interesting topic: positional players pitching.
Why are we talking about this? It's because it's happening more often this year than it's ever happened before. It seems like every week there's like 1, 2, 3 guys pitching on each team that aren't pitchers. Sometimes they're good, they have a good arm, they have nasty stuff because they pitched in college or something like that. Another time they're like Scott Kingery, who's throwing 45 miles an hour, lobbing it to people. And
yeah, like slow pitch softball in major leagues.
And I think there's a problem with it. Let's talk about why teams are doing it, why it's a problem, and whether the MLB should do something about it. And if it's significant enough for the MLB to do something about it. I mean, it might not even be a problem in your perspective. Like, I want you to take your own stance on it. I just think it is. Chase, can you tell the people why teams are doing this?
As in years past, starters have gone deeper into games. Now starters only go like 4 innings. So they use more of their bullpen. Basically runs into the fact that, okay, we need to save our bullpen today, so if we're getting hammered, let's just throw in a guy just basically waving the white flag and surrendering.
Yeah, because the positional player obviously isn't going to hurt his arm just by pitching 70 miles an hour on the mound.
Right, yeah.
The reason why, too, that they do this is because they know they're going to lose this game. If you're down 8, 9 runs in the MLB, there's no way you're coming back from it. So they're going to take the loss. Might as well save your bullpen for another game where you actually have a chance of winning. The whole theory about it makes sense, right? You're saving your guys for when the games count. Because you got blown out, it's like it's over. That's why teams do it. Now, I see a problem in this, Chase, and this is the problem. There's no punishment for a team getting blown out. And it's doing the fans an injustice by throwing a guy like Scott Kingery. The people who are going to the games are having a bad... It's like they're watching Little League. Not really Little League like Little League World Series, because that's actually exciting to watch, but more of like just, I don't know, the worst team in the league when you're 8 years old playing against an all-star team and they're just smacking them. I didn't pay $45 to watch a team get absolutely steamrolled. I want to see some competition. This is what sparked my rage, okay? The Phillies played against the Mets, and the Phillies got absolutely bummed rushed. I don't know if that's the proper term to use, but they got boat raced. Smack, 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 smack. By the Mets. The Mets, one of the worst teams in the league.
The worst offensive team in the league.
Yeah, and they got just annihilated by
24 runs or something, I don't remember.
Yeah. And the reason why it's so high, the number, is because they put Scott Kingery in there. And that guy was throwing lollipops. It wasn't even like he was throwing. It looked like his arm was hurt. So the Phillies have a chance at the playoffs this year. And they probably see one game as like, if we could lose this one game but win our next 5 because our bullpen arms are strong, then we'll have a chance at making the playoffs. But that's not fair. There's no punishment for getting absolutely smoked by one of the worst offenses in the league. You got other teams out there, the Braves and the Nationals, who are playing all these games, close games, and they're winning and they're losing all of their bullpen arms, but they're not getting somewhat of a benefit by getting boat raced.
You can't really do anything about it, though. That's the problem. Like, if a team gets blown out, then the team gets blown out, you know? Like, there's no rule in the MLB where you force a guy to pitch a guy who's listed as a pitcher. Do you think they should make that a rule?
No, I don't think they should make that a rule. I just think there should be, like, some sort of punishment if you get a loss by more than 10 runs or something.
Well, like, look at it this way, too. It's like a basketball game. But basketball teams losing by 30 points, got 8 minutes left in the game, it's over, right?
Yeah.
They're bringing in their whole bench, resting all their starters for next game.
Yeah, but that's the team that's winning. Like, they get the luxury.
No, everybody does that.
Every single game should be a competition about 2 teams who want to win. There's no time limit in baseball, therefore each team has as much time as they need to come back and win the game. That's what's so special about the sport. In basketball, you have 8 minutes left. There's no mathematical way that you're going to be able to score 30 points and come back. So that makes sense. But with baseball, you have 3 outs to do it. You know?
Yeah.
There's not a time limit. You could get on base. You could score as many runs as you can in that inning.
So you're saying that if we're down 12 in the 9th inning, let's bring in one of our bullpen guys, keep it a 12-run game so we can come back in the 9th?
I'm not saying let's try to keep it a 12-run game with one of our strong arms in the bullpen.
Not a strong arm, just one of our weaker arms, but who can pitch.
I'm saying that it's not fair to the fans who love the game of baseball for these kind of things, that they have to watch Jose Reyes out there throwing pizzas.
Let me ask you this then. As a baseball fan, let's say you're at a Dodger game, we're up 12 runs. The Dodgers are up 12 runs. Are you at the game in the 9th inning? Let's be honest.
Okay, well, I was in Chicago. They were up 15, and Scooter Gennett comes in and pitches. And I was staying till the end because I wanted to hear that Chicago song when they win. But it was just sad. It was a sad game to watch.
I don't have anything wrong with it, to be honest.
You don't think there's anything wrong with it?
There's nothing wrong with it. You can't say it's unfair if there's no way to fix it. Is there a way to fix it?
There should be some sort of punishment if you lose by more 10 runs.
Like, okay, you can't throw this guy next game because you didn't bring him in.
What if you made it like a money thing? What if an organization that gets blown out by more than 15 runs has to pay a fine?
No, you can't.
I don't want to see a team lie on its back and go belly up in like the 6th inning because they're losing by 8 runs.
No one goes belly up in the 6th inning.
Dude, that's happened before.
Well, it's reached the point where a position player comes on to pitch, but rarely do you ever see that in the 4th inning of a ball game.
I thought you were going to argue the fact that it's fun to watch positional player pitch. Because it is, kind of. Watching that one positional player, Matt Davidson, strike out
yeah, he was nasty.
Stanton.
He was
nasty.
nasty.
It was filthy.
Charlie Culberson threw 94.
94 on the paint. But it's not fair to the fans when you're throwing guys who throw 60. Positional players, if you're out there, you're not pitchers, okay? So stick to your position, let the pitchers pitch. That's what I have to say. That's it.
Positional players, if you get called to do something, you do it because you do it for your team. Whether you're up 20 or you're down 20, keep it a 20-run game. Okay? That's all I gotta say.
Well, and MLB, if you're watching this, let's punish those people who think that getting blown out is fine. It's not fine, all right? That's the thing. I'm a competitor.
Yeah, but
you're not a competitor.
Okay,
if you're
when they
losing,
come into the
you
game,
just take it.
When they're coming into the game, they're already blown out.
It doesn't matter. Hey, no lead's a safe lead. That's it. That's all we got. Like, subscribe, as usual. Share this video with friends. Try to get something started. Now, spark a fire. Go follow us on Instagram, Bros Talk Baseball, Bros_Talk for updates. Oh, Chase, I forgot to mention. We came out with the Twitter.
Oh yeah.
They should go follow that too. Bros_Talk B on Twitter. We got some tweets, memes, things, everything. You know, sometimes we lash out at people who think we're wrong, and we're like, no, we're not wrong. Check the stats, bro. We'll see you guys next time. Peace. Today we're gonna be talking about the recent phenomenon that's going on, where should I not say that?
Do you want me to?
Why don't you do it? Why don't you do it?
All right.
Why don't you do it?
This is your boy Chase and my bro Sukan B. Okay, I'll do that. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I've had it.
All right, here we go.